Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Today's video is the process of me making this snowman door hanger. Oh my gosh, he turned out way too cute. I wanted to keep him neutral because this one is for my sister. There is a couple of things I would have changed. I wish I would have put his nose straight out instead of on there, laying flat. And he even has little bells. This wreath form is from Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and cut off the arms and used my own, but I'm going to walk you through the process of me making this guy. So if that's something that you're interested in, just stay tuned. Are you guys ready to make the cutest door hanger wreath snowman ever? Now, I got my wreath form at the Hobby Lobby for $1.50 and my fabric as well. My fabric was maybe $6, but I got enough to do 2 wreaths because I picked up 2 wreaths that day. So what I do is I lay out my wreath form and I cut out just enough fabric that I know is going to cover my wreath form. Now, when picking out your fabric, the fluffier it is, the messier it is. Oh my gosh, that stuff was so messy. Then I went ahead and cut around the wreath form about an inch, inch and a half, and glued the fabric on top of each other around the wreath form, pulling it taut so that it was nice and tight to show my snowman's form. So here I am just going around cutting it out, and then you just want to make sure that you protect your hands, fingers, whatever it is when you're working with hot glue, because my gosh, girl, I burnt so many different fingers, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. When it came to his neck, I just went ahead and cut a little slit so that I could wrap it around his neck. And then when it came to the hat, I had a little bit of extra fabric there. I cut it off and I pushed it through with my scissors so that I could see the form of his hat. Flipping it over, you can see how soft and fluffy and white. He was perfect. Then I took some Dollar Tree foam board and my other little wreath form, so you might want to do this before you cover yours, and traced him out on that foam board. I went ahead and cut off his arms with some wire cutters, and those branches were just me showing you other options for his arms. And I decided to glue his arms down first. And here I am. I took a box cutter to cut out my snowman's poster board, including the hat, because it's just wire there. I wanted to make sure that he had a nice hat. So I'm going to glue down my sticks. My sticks are just from my yard, but boy, did they turn out cute. So stinking cute. My goodness. I made sure to cover enough hot glue that it would make sure to stay in place. As you could tell, that one little arm came out of place, and I just re-glued it with the bark. Now for his hat rim, because I covered it up, I went ahead and took 2 tongue depressors or popsicle sticks, the bigger ones, glued them together, and then covered them with some Dollar Tree black felt. I knew I wanted that hat to be a black felt hat, and I picked it up for this purpose. So for $1.25 on a snowman hat, you can't beat it, y'all. And then I took my foam board and I added it to the front of my felt. And then here I am going to go ahead and glue down the foam board or the brim of my hat. And then I wrapped that black felt around the wreath form so that it would stay in place. It was important that it stayed in place, trying to get the glue on the wires as I did so. Well, there was glue sleeping all over the place, so I took some more hot felt just to cover that up. Now, when you're working on that, I actually got that brown paper glued on my hat. It was... Anyways, I went ahead and I glued down with hot glue the foam board on the back of the wreath just to cover my workings. And here I'm deciding I'm going to use buffalo check for his accent of his scarf and his little hat trim. I did have to get my little, what's that called? A lint roller to get all the lint off of the felt, but because that thing was, it was so messy and fluffy. There was little fluff everywhere. So to make his little neck a little wider, I put a tongue depressor back there, and here I am just laying him out, deciding how I'm going to do this. I took some Dollar Tree buttons and made some adorable eyes, and then I gave him the cutest little smile ever with different size buttons. And here I got in my Easter stash and I pulled out some carrots. Now that wooden carrot would be so darling as a nose. I am going to make another one, but I think I'm going to leave that one for mine. But I took these Dollar Tree carrots from the Easter time and I just inked it up with some Tim Holtz vintage photos so that it'd be more rustic and wasn't so bright orange. Now here's where I wish I would have laid my carrot straight out instead of laid down, but it is what it is. I went ahead and took my scissors and cut little ribbons in his scarf so that he'd have some fringe. And then I took different styles of greenery and added it to his hat with different picks from Hobby Lobby, Walmart, anything and everything I had in my stash. I even got that little wooden leaf at Hobby Lobby, and I laid down some pine cones and some bells, and I knew that I wanted some more rusticness in there, so I threw some little twine swigglies, and there I have some burlap. The wreath wired, I don't know, it comes around in the fall time, so I made a bow out of it, put a jingle bell on top. Now here I am, different greeneries again. I'm going to make him the cutest little bow out of some, what is that called? Muslin cloth. But it was a little too ivory for a stark white. So I got that ink out again and I inked it up. I also got some raffia that made a little cute little raffia bow. I kind of struggled right here with the placement of everything. And I knew I wanted him some bells, and I gave him some cheeks with the ink, but you guys can use your own blush out of your makeup stash. You can use anything to give him little rosy cheeks. I mean, he's freezing cold. He's a snowman. Come on, guys. Okay, anyways. Here I am just trying different bows. How do I want to do this? I laid down a Dollar Tree snowflake, and I liked the look of that. But I knew that this is where my time to shine. Get creative, add any kind of little elements, and I just wanted it nice and rustic and neutrals and all that fun stuff. And I knew it was for my sister, and she's a neutral girly, so I wanted to keep it neutral. That pick from Hobby Lobby where it says Merry Christmas, I wanted to use that. I wanted to incorporate another leaf to match his hat. So I decided to use another Dollar Tree snowflake there on the top. And then I added a natural wood snowflake on top of that. And then I actually stained a snowflake and some wooden buttons for his tummy using, you guys know what that is, Antique Wax by Waverly. And it actually turned out really well. I did a black snowflake, and then I was like, nope, I want more of a rustic look. So I used the stain instead. And then so that I had the white snowflake, the natural wood snowflake, and then the stained snowflake in between, and then the raffia bow. As you guys will see here in a minute, it turned out so cute. But I had a really hard time because my greenery was sticking out, and I wanted to make sure that everything would stay in place, especially on a door. So I had to grab out some foam tape, and I had to glue it to the back of the snowflake because the glue wasn't catching. So I went ahead and put some foam tape, stacked it on up, glued it on down. Oh my gosh, this guy is adorable. You guys, can you believe that I forgot to add a hanger until he was completely done? What was I thinking? So here's to you. Add your hanger before you add your foam board on the back, because I had to rip my foam board up and add the hanger. But it is what it is. Here I am adding the hanger, and here we go. Okay, you guys, that was the process of me making it. It probably took me about 2 hours, and that's just because I struggled with this middle piece here. Let's go over it. Looky there, we got a rusty bell here. It's a real bell. And then I just used one of the tongue depressors or whatever. You guys, I can't get over how soft this is. Like I said, I wish I would have kept his nose straight. His mouth is tad bit crooked, or my hanger is crooked, one of the two. And then right here, these are the bells from Hobby Lobby pick. This is a Hobby Lobby pick. I added a raffia bow, a little bit cockeyed just so that, you know, it goes with the scarf. Lots of greenery. I sandwiched two. You guys know this. You've seen the video, hopefully. I stained some wooden buttons. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the way he turned out. I really hope that my sister likes him. But let me know down below. What do you think? Oh, he's so cute. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, my friends.